So here I am in Rancho Cordova at 10261 McCracken Drive, and it's a beautiful day out. It's January 20th. It's inauguration day, um, but it's like 65 out, and it's 11:25 in the morning. And just wanted to capture this on video because I don't know how many more times I'm going to have Charlie and Pirate. But they do love laying out here in the sun by the tree. Charlie, of course, closest to me, and Pirate's behind him. And they just, they're buddies. And they really love each other. And I am going to miss them something fierce. This has been a good spot for us to live over the last 10 years. Actually, 9 years. Carol and I started out full-timing in Plymouth in the Cougar fifth wheel, and then bought the motorhome. She got a job working for Cal Fire, and we moved to Rancho Cordova. And this has been a great spot. And one of the first things we celebrated was Carol's 50th birthday, and it's been everything we could have hoped for in an RV spot. Yeah, it would have been nice if the fence was a little taller, but all in all, really, I've never seen anything quite this good. And we were at the next to the last RV park, I think, to look at, if not the last one. I know they say that's always the last place you look, and we had looked at maybe 10 other RV parks, and this was really the one, and I think it was the last one on our list to look at. So it's worked out great for us. Carol has now bought herself a house in Ione. She wants to be closer to her family. I want to be closer to mine. She wants to have a house. I want to spend more time on the road, and so I'm going to be probably moving to Yreka here in hopefully March of 2021, and we'll see what happens. Still a few things left that'll go to Carol. This patio couch and the matching chairs are still going to go to Carol, and there's a few other things that'll go to her, but for the most part, she's got everything that she needs at Scott and Cheryl's, and she's going to take keys to her house. I think she said either tomorrow, which is the 21st, or Friday the 22nd. She'll take keys and she can start to move in, and then Pirate and Charlie will move in with her, and I will miss them. I will miss them horribly, but it will be a better environment for Pirate. He won't have to live on a line out in the yard because he is a fence jumper, and with this 3-foot fence, he clears it no problem. So this framework here was used for a sunshade on the back of the motorhome, and the sunshade itself had kind of gotten broken down from all the sun exposure, but it helped protect the back of the motorhome. And so you see where the sewer hose is, that goes to a bay, and that's actually the area that I would wash the dogs at. So at any rate, like I said, this has worked well. We also had a clothesline that we were able to use to save some energy, and got this trellis here, which kept some of the sun off the front of the motorhome after that tree came down. And we have this nice gated yard, and the gray Jeep Wrangler, and the some of the neighbors that were around us here. There's Keith's fifth wheel and Beth's place, Paul and Linda's place, and their cars, the Allegra bus, and Joe's place. And then of course there's an empty spot next to Joe over there. So, and the palm trees. So at any rate, just wanted to take this so I can kind of remember the area, because 10 years from now I may go, huh, what was that like again? Well, I'm taking all the infrastructure down here at McCracken Drive, and as you can see, I'm starting to take the trellis apart. I've got all the bolts loosened up, so hopefully it will go smoothly when I bend it over. Okay, well, now I'm going to try folding it down and see how it goes. I've got it blocked so that hopefully the 4x4s don't kick into the motorhome, because I've got 4x4s behind it backed up with bricks. So let's go see what happens. And it's down. That was easy. So I think I lost a couple of 2x4s in the process. It looks like I only lost one 2x4. That one there split at the bolts, but actually came down just the way I'd planned it. I love it when a plan comes together. Well, hi there. And it is Sunday, the 31st of January, 2021. And I am taking the first of what will be at least 2 loads. I think I can get it done in 2 loads. The last of the belongings from McCracken Drive to Carol. And so I'm taking her stuff that I won't be able to use on the road that she said she would be able to use, such as the outdoor furniture that we had on McCracken Drive, the yard implements like great rakes and stuff like that, the spot cleaner, spot steam cleaner and stuff like those sorts of things. Taking those to her. The stuff that I've still got left to take to her is mostly nursery stuff, fertilizer for the lawn, some soil for potting soil, and some of the potted plants that we had on McCracken Drive. So we'll take those on the second trip. Like I said, I think I'll be able to do that in probably 2 trips. I also have on the back of the Jeep is Carol's bicycle, so I'm going to take that to her. And we'll get her all, all the stuff that I can't really use and that she said that she wanted. So just getting the last things taken care of. So lots of things going on. I've got about 4 weeks now until I move up to Yreka. A lot of people want to have lunch with me before I go, and I want to have lunch with them. So, lots of stuff going on, keeping myself busy. Well, hi there. It's Saturday, the 20th of February, 2021, and getting down to the nitty-gritty here and getting ready for my move to Yreka. So I've got a lot of projects on the slate for this weekend, and so we'll check it out, all that I'm going to be tackling, but part of it's going to be washing and waxing the motorhome as well as the Jeep, and also loading the last few items up from the shed, getting them out of the shed and into either the Jeep, the motorhome, or given to friends of mine in the area who maybe are in need. At any rate, let's see what happens. So I had done some spray-on wax last time I washed the motorhome, and the spray-on wax didn't work worth a darn. So now we're going to good old turtle wax, and it's not the best wax in the world, but I had it and I did a little test with it, and it is doing better than the spray-on wax that I use. So we're gonna use what I got here to wax the motorhome. So that's the story of that. I don't think I waxed this last year. I might have. I try to wax it every year. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, except for that poor spray-on wax that I used, I know I didn't do it because last year was the pandemic, 2020, and yeah, the whole, for all of us, everything came off the rails in 2020. So, at any rate, I'm real happy with this and the way it's coming out. So, there we go. I'm getting started. I got a long way to go, but we'll get there. So, I don't know if you can see that, but those birds are riding a thermal. They just flew out of the trees just a moment ago. Out of those trees there. And they just climbed on up. It's pretty cool. Well, it's Sunday morning, and I didn't make it as far as I wanted to on Saturday as far as washing and waxing the rigs. I did get both the car and the motorhome washed, and I got one side of the motorhome waxed, but I've still got the front, the back, and the other side of the motorhome, which has got the slides, that needs to be waxed as well. So I definitely got my work cut out for me today, but we'll get it done. I do have some stuff staged out there to go in the Jeep. I need to get the Jeep cleaned out a little bit first. All that stuff that's over there is gonna go to Rescue Ranch. So definitely got my work cut out for me today, but I'm not gonna get it done by standing around here vlogging, so I'm gonna get to it. The hardest part about this job is not the size of the motorhome as far as surface area. The hardest part is going up and down the steps all the time. That gets old, especially on a collapsible ladder like this. But as I was recently found out and explaining to a friend of mine, that the price on washing and waxing a motorhome these days is $15 a foot, which that in and of itself doesn't sound bad until you multiply 15 times 40 and you come up with $600. I can think of a lot of fun that I can have with $600. It used to be $10 a foot, and that was $400, and that was pretty much my limit anyway. But now that it's $600 or $15 a foot, that's a lot. Now, I realize this is hard work, and I certainly don't knock anybody for having the desire to put food on their table and stuff. I get that. And if I think about the fact that I spent 3 hours on this, or 2.5 hours on this yesterday, well, 3 hours if you throw in washing it. 3 hours washing it yesterday and waxing one side. Probably am going to have 4 or 5 hours into it on this side. You know, that's probably, you know, a fair amount of labor. But you know, you divide $600 by, let's say, even 10 hours, which it won't take that long. That's $60 an hour. That's a pretty decent wage. So, at any rate, but we're getting it done. We'll get it done today, and then move on to other projects. Well, today is Tuesday, the 23rd of February, 2021, and slowly getting things unwound here at McCracken Drive in Rancho Cordova. I've got a number of items over there at the fence that are going to get donated to Rescue Ranch. So that's part of the equipment that's going to be loaded up into the Jeep when I tow the Jeep behind the motorhome this coming weekend. Got some stuff that they'll be able to use at the ranch specifically, and then other things that we'll just donate to their thrift store operation so that they can make a little money. So anyway, I've got the boys with me today. Charlie's laying down there underneath the tree. It's a little breezy out today, but it's not a bad day at all. It's supposed to be in the mid-70s today, so that's nice. It's nice having the boys with me today. I've got Pirates over there checking out the fence. He's just crashing out and making himself comfy. And then, as I mentioned earlier, I've got Charlie there. The shed is pretty darn near empty. As you can see, the shed is pretty empty, and making good progress. This last weekend, I did wash and wax the motorhome, and it seemed to come out pretty well, so I'm real happy with how that effort is. So there really isn't that much to do. Come Saturday, I'm going to finish loading up the Jeep. I'm going to put the bicycle rack in the hitch receiver of the Jeep and my bicycle on that. And then come Sunday morning, I'm going to fire up the motorhome and take it out. So I do still have a few things I'm going to have to try and figure out where I'm going to find homes for them. Part of that is complicated by the stuff that I'm going to be donating, and so after that I'll have some more room, but still I need to maybe thin out some of the stuff that I've got a little bit, because I don't probably need some of the stuff that I've got, but that's all part of full timing. So one of the few things that I've still got to find a home for inside the motorhome or the Jeep is the barbecue and the propane tank for that. I've got the extend-to-stay tank out there that I'll have to disconnect and put it in the bay. And then I'll have to fold up this couch and put it away. And I've got my bicycle and bike rack all washed up and ready to go on the back of the Jeep here shortly. I got my Christmas tree I'm going to grab, that yard flag, as well as there is a cactus plant that I received from one of my managers at Social Services when I left them 5 years ago, and it's gotten too big for the gray pot that's on the left that I had it in. So now I've got it transplanted into a slightly larger pot, and have that ready to go for the trip here. And we'll go take a look at the Jeep over here, see how it's doing. I still have to put the toe brackets on the front of the Jeep, but that's just simply insert them and turn them. And then I've got the back of the Jeep all loaded up with stuff. Some of it that I'm going to keep, but most of it is going to be donated to Rescue Ranch, either the ranch itself or to the thrift store that they run, for them to use as a fundraisers to raise money for the ranch. So all I've got to do once I get a little closer, I'll put the bike rack on the back of the Jeep, and I'll be ready to roll. So at any rate, we're getting ready to head out to the next chapter or adventure in life. So as you can see, I'm pretty much ready to go. This will be posted as part of my vlog on my prepare to depart. I'll do another vlog of the actual day when I do move up to Yreka, but for now, go down and subscribe to my channel, and check out some of my other videos as well. Stay safe out there, have safe travels, and take care. Bye-bye.